Happy Friday. How you
Yes.
doing, Mike?
These weeks fly by. They're amazing. Um, it's like any business, really good stuff, and also things that come up that are unexpected, that are what we would call challenges. And it's particularly when you're a newer company, and these are the places that are opportunities for growth. And it's what I found with my dad's practice. He was very. I wonder if my dad's watching these. I don't know if he's watching these. He was very reliable, my dad. He did 41 years, and yeah, he we were born. He did his dentistry in Fort Sam Houston in San Antonio, Texas. My mom and dad were there. My sister and I were born, but they're from Brooklyn, man. They were, a couple of Jews, not too many Jews on an Air Force base down there. And then they came out, and I started the office. It was in Sayville, Long Island, way out in Suffolk County.
Yeah.
And what does most dentists do? I don't know about today, but back then, home office.
Home office.
Home office. Converted the garage, extension. It was a great piece of property, actually, at the corner on this very busy road. So we had the home office. And he did dentistry for 41 years. And
In the home office?
yes.
Wow.
Let me see how many chairs. Four chairs.
Wow.
Um, Hygienist chair. Yeah, four chairs. Yeah, we used to. I remember developing the X-rays.
Yeah.
There were these little squares like
Yes.
this, and you
Yes.
would take them, and then we
You
had
gotta take
in
them
the
out of the little envelope and put them
dark
in
room, in the
the
dark room,
solution.
dunk them in this one, pull them
Yes.
out, dunk them in this.
Yes. I used to do that too. I remember those days.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of dentists that have been doing it for a while are very consistent, which is a very good thing.
Yeah.
But also, again, I don't know. Today's dentists are probably more tech evolved, but very conservative when it comes to sales and marketing.
Yeah.
Most professional service people don't want to be known as salesy. So, and to avoid being known as salesy, they do um, like they reverse the ability to sell. So there's an impact. This is what we're going to talk about today, actually.
Yeah. It is. It is.
We're going to talk about today the leaky engine. And, AI is amazing. I, for our pitch deck, I exchanged 300,000 words with Claude to finalize a 12 slide pitch deck. 300,000 words.
You're like
Because
like an AI scientist.
AI in itself is a very imperfect system.
Yes.
It gets you in a good position fast, but to go the last 20% is very, very difficult. I mean, 300,000 words back and forth. And and I'm not nice to AI. Like it's my perfect employee because if I get pissed, I let it have it. You know, some of my employees get all upset if I send a message with all caps. this this one. So we're about to show you the new diagram. I haven't counted the words, but it's a lot. And the point is, we want to be able to show you something that when you see it, you're like, it's an aha moment. It's like, oh yeah, because we've been at this a couple years, and I actually just thought of this diagram last week because I'm always searching for ways to help people um, see what they don't see. There's a famous circle that's a pizza pie, and one slice of the pizza pie, one slice, is everything that you know, right?
Hmm.
And I drove a car, and I raised a kid, for the most part, That's arguable. You can
Oh,
argue that fact. Um, the
yeah.
other slice of the pie is everything that you don't know. So I definitely don't know how to fly a plane. I don't know how to work on a car engine. So these are all the things that you don't know. But the rest of the pie, which is excluding the two pieces, the whole entire rest of the pie is everything that you don't know, that you don't know, that you don't even know, you don't know.
Right.
And it's enormous because there's an enormous amount of things out there that we just don't know. And so the point of the diagram, which we're going to go through today, is to be able to create this aha, wow moment to be like, wow, that makes sense. And reaching into the what you don't know that you don't know that you don't even know you don't know, that's our job as experts. And then we empower you then to be able to consider what we're saying. And then if it resonates, then you're empowered because now it's part of the slice of what you do know to take action.
Correct.
I would say that if you get it and you don't take action, that's a whole different. We'll have to have a Dear Abby psychological conference for people who understand the leakage but don't take action. And so this is what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited to show this diagram. It's quite telling. You put something really cool together.
All right, so while I get the diagram up, you want to give a lead in to the diagram?
Yeah, so we all know that money is money. So let's think about this. There are two ways of looking at a situation. All right, from the reality that you know and from the reality that you don't know, and everybody has an expectation, right? So people can do the identical they can spend the identical amount of money on marketing, on advertising, on all these things, right? We could all have a budget. Okay, let's say our budget is $1,000, right? Your budget's 1,000, my budget's 1,000. Now, if the systems underneath the money are not solid, then one of the businesses, that money's just gonna be wasteful. The other business, if the money is solid, or if the business and the technology underneath is solid, then that money is actually going to be useful and allocated and help to drive the business to success. So it really depends on what the motor looks like underneath the actual money that you're spending, because advertising is advertising. That's it. But if you don't have the systems in place underneath, it does not matter.
Correct.
You're going to waste your money.
Yes.
All right, so we've all been there.
Yes, I'm going to make this bigger now, so everyone can see it. Let's do it like this. I think it's still big enough for everyone to see. And then maybe I can actually make it a little bigger.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yeah, I like that.
So this is called the 250 mile secret. And this is where I got clear on why identical marketing budgets take some businesses twice as far. And this is what Danielle was just saying. So let's just take an example of a dental office that's paying, say, $5,000 a month. With all the agencies that pester you, so you have a local SEO agency, you have a little advertising agency, maybe you have like a direct mail agency or a local yellow pages that try to get some money out of you. All said and done, you're spending $5,000, and then the competitor in town is also spending $5,000. Who's going to win? And I define winning by getting the most results from the $5,000. That's a return on investment. That's what we call voice ROI. ROI is return on investment. So if I invest $5,000, and let's just say for ease of purposes the lifetime value of a customer. That means that over, say, 5 years, if I get a new dental patient, on average, I'll end up with $10,000 in revenues. So some will be more, some might have a lot of teeth work and they might be 20,000, and some might have less and there might be only 1,000 or two over 5 years. But if the average is $10,000 over a 5 year period, that's called LTV, lifetime value of the customer. So if both practices are spending 5,000, then obviously the practice that's bringing in 10 clients a month with a lifetime value of 5,000, potentially they have $50,000 in revenues every month coming from that same $5,000 spent. If the other practice is got this leaky engine, and instead of bringing 5 new clients a month, they're bringing 1, well, that is an average of $5,000 worth of new lifetime value customer coming in, and yet they're paying $5,000 a month. So on paper, it's fine because it will even itself out, but not initially. Because every month you're paying $5,000. So you're going out of pocket for complete $5,000, and you're taking in $5,000 lifetime value. There's not a direct correlation in that relationship. So this is the intro to this diagram. Going back to why identical marketing budgets take some businesses twice as far. So now going down and moving into, we're going to break this down, this diagram. And here is the first step, is what is called, our positioning is your monthly fuel.
Right.
In this example, we're going to use a car with an engine. And so you're already by the fuel. That's the SEO, the ads, referrals, email marketing, direct mail, everything we just said.
Mm-hmm.
So every month you fill the tank. In this example, we're buying 10 gallons at $5 a gallon. We're spending $50 a month.
Right.
That's the fuel.
Right.
Easy to understand. Now, here's where we have the tail of 2 engines.
Right.
And this is really the point we're trying to make. One engine gets only 15 miles to the gallon. This is the leakage. And this is what we see in so many dental offices. And the reason why is because no matter what, both companies, both dentists are paying the $50 a month, and you're paying to make the phone ring.
Right.
Everyone's paying the same amount to make the phone ring. Here, when a customer calls, nobody picks up, so they call the competitor. Or it goes to voicemail and no one calls back. Or it goes to voicemail and we leave a message, they never call us back. You have leads and clients and former clients that are sitting in your database, and nobody is successful at calling them either. So this effort gets you 15 miles per gallon. A tuned up engine where every inbound call, either nights and weekends before the office opens up, at lunch, is answered, every single one, professionally. We're able to determine between a client and a prospect or a lead. If it's a lead, qualify, explain about, maybe a promotion that we're having, and book them in the office anytime. And or one of the big ones is front desk overflow, which is basically a disaster. So doctor's office, please hold. Doctor's office, please hold. The third time someone says doctor's office, please hold, you're toast. Because no new patient that has found you by your efforts that you're 50 gallon a month, no new patient is going to be the third person on hold and stick.
Right.
Because there's competitors. And they'll call the competitor and basically be like, how can I help you? Yeah, I just moved into the area. I'm looking for a dentist. Oh my God. Perfect. Why don't you come in? Free consultation. You lost. They win. Unless it's a painful dentist, you're not getting them back. So
Exactly.
This tuned engine, what all we're doing is basically capitalizing. We're effective on the $50 that you're spending because we put in the system to be able to turn every potential conversation into a conversion, into a booked appointment, a rescheduled appointment, and that's the magic. So now you got the tail of the two engines. One's 15 miles to the gallon, the other one's 25 miles to the gallon. And then look what happens here. What happens? This one only goes 15 miles to the gallon on 10 gallons. At 150 miles on that road, it's done.
Right.
But finished. It's not going any further because it maximized what it could with a 15 mile per hour engine. It lost 100 miles of opportunity. And it happens month after month after month after month. You and I joke that every year, most every dentist is basically throwing away a Porsche.
Correct.
10K a month,
Absolutely.
right?
Right.
10K a month, that's 120K. You're just taking a Porsche and throwing it out the window. Now, on the second example, it's simple math. 25 miles to the gallon, 10 gallons, 250 miles. So in this scenario, we don't want to really get so competitive, but you're taking 3 or 4 dentists in a community. Which dentist is going to win? It's obvious which dentist is going to win, number one. But here's the real key. I don't want to get everyone in competition against each other's all the local dentists because most times you know them. But here is the real key. If you're spending the $50 and you move from 15 miles per gallon to 25 miles per gallon, the extra money that you're able to create and generate is pure profit. Let me just repeat that. The extra money that you're able to generate is pure profit. How can I make that statement? I can make the statement because if you're spending $5,000 a month and you're getting 3 patients, that investment, that's the reality. It's $5,000 a month to get the 3 patients. If you get 5 more patients, you're not spending any more money. So there's no cost except for the execution of the dental work, but you're getting paid. There's no cost to acquire the extra 5. It is pure profit. And this is where we try to work with our dentists, to be able to look at their business as a business, to be able to figure out there's about a half a dozen different places that the dental office is leaking business. Every business, chiropractor, med spa, doctor, orthodontist, every vertical. It's the same business. You're calling about braces. Okay, I'm calling about my checkup with my doctor. Whatever, I have a bad back, chiropractor. I'm calling about my eyes, eye doctor. These are all scenarios where you don't just, it's not one and done. You come back. Eye checkups. So I'm a typical patient of every one of these. Well, I'm embarrassed to say this as a dentist's son. I don't get my teeth checked every 6 months. When I was living, my dad was practicing and we were living close by. I did. Now I don't. Bad. I'm a bad patient. I don't look, I'm wearing glasses to read. I don't get my eye checked. I haven't got my eyes checked since I lived during COVID in Steamboat, Colorado. That's now 4 years ago. I haven't got my eye checked in 4 years. Thank God I'm a healthy guy. And I went to see a checkup 12 or 18 months ago. It was the first time of a checkup in 4 years. And whatever, they did, heart rate, this, that, whatever. And like, okay, so I am the typical patient. Now, if I had a very proactive dental practice and dentist, and they basically just said, hey, Mike, you haven't been in. It's 5 months, every 6 months it's good. Can I get you in? And they made it that simple in a simple conversation. And I said, all right, you're right. Okay, what's available next week at 11 or 1? No, can I come in, at 9, the first appointment? Sure, on Thursday. Great, I'll see you then. Great, I'll text you the info so you don't forget. This is a practice that's running at 25 miles per gallon.
Right. And here's the crazy thing about all of this. Half of the time, I know 2 things. One, dentists don't like to waste money. I do know that. Okay. Nobody likes to waste money, but specifically dentists. Okay. That's number one. Number two, I also know that there's a lot of moving parts in a dental practice, and you don't always know that you're wasting money unless it is brought to your attention. It goes right back to the concept. You don't know what you don't know until you don't know. Right?
This is crucial what you just said.
Right. So if you think all is well in the world and this is your, this is your reality, and you are still banging your head up against the wall as to why you're not getting new clients or your existing clients are not coming in, very simply, it's because you think that the marketing that you're doing is all you need. So when I was leading a sales region, one of the analogies I like little analogies and things put together was the peanut butter and jelly concept. Okay, so let's look at it in this perspective. You're advertising, all the money that you're spending, that $5,000 a month that you're spending is the peanut butter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have the jelly working, if you don't have the jelly on the sandwich, you just have a peanut butter sandwich, right? So the jelly is actually taking in and identifying whether or not your peanut butter is all you need, or you need some jelly to put on there so it's working efficiently and you have a nice sandwich. So right now, a lot of offices just have the peanut butter on the bread, but the jelly is missing.
Most. I will say most. And our invitation, I actually, I have an important call coming up at 12:30 in a minute. But our invitation is, we'll help you see if you got the jelly or not. We will do a consultation and we'll look at the 5 different areas you practice. You can, if you don't want to meet with us, that's fine. Go to the Teeth Talk show.
Yep.
And we have a 40-page document that can help you discern whether or not you're leaking. And we have a financial calculator as well. So you can do self-service, have someone on your team do it. You can contact us right there. It's coming across the bottom of the screen. Meeting.voiceroi.com. Danielle's calendar's there. My calendar's there. And it's an opportunity for us to work with you to see and basically find out if, I love that, if you got the jelly on the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yep.
And so basically this is the entire document. I try to make it super easy, and it's right here. The bottom line, same money, 100 more miles. With Voice ROI, more calls answered times higher conversions equals more sales.
So let's see if your peanut
And
butter
that's it.
is all you. Let's see what your peanut butter looks like, and if we could add some jelly to it. Make an appointment with us. We'd love to talk to you. Love to do a free audit. Grab your Grow Your Practice playbook, just as a thank you for being on today. And Mike, thanks so much. Get on your call at 12:30. It's 12:30 now. So
Amazing. Appreciate everyone. Have a great weekend. And we love your thoughts on this. If you have something to say that's meaningful, that can make an impact for other dentists, hit us up.
Please.
We'll bring you
yeah,
on.
we'd love that. Oh my gosh, we would absolutely love that. So yes.
Have a great
Take
day.
care.
Have a great
Bye.
day. Thank you, Danielle.